Hi, Lou here, and I'm going to talk about something that's related to rules writing. Not long ago, two of our cars met their makers in various ways and were no longer with us, so we had to buy two cars. And we decided, in the circumstances, it was better to buy a new car than to buy a used car. And we bought electric cars. Well, one is fully electric and the other is a plug-in hybrid. So for running around town, you use electricity, but for long distance, you use the gasoline engine. And the other one being fully electric, we don't use for long distance, even though it could be done because it'd be too much hassle. Well, I've had to read the manuals of these, of course, to try to find out everything I could about them. Now, most people don't do that, but I'm sort of a guy who reads manuals, not only car manuals, but manuals for games. I prefer to read the rules rather than have someone teach me, because if I miss something, it's my fault or the rules fault, not the fault of the person who taught me. And yet, for playtesting, generally, I, as the designer, teach people how to play because it's a lot quicker and because people generally don't want to read rules. Let's face it, very few people want to read rules. I don't even want to read rules. It's just that I prefer that to the alternative. Well, car manuals are very long and relentlessly dull with lots of repetition, especially of safety warnings, but they're generally very clear. Now, you cannot write game rules the same way. You cannot be as repetitive because it will drive people nuts. You cannot be relentlessly dull, though I don't recommend that you make jokes because jokes are easy to misunderstand. But you can try to make things interesting rather than technical manual, which is what car manuals are. You use technical manual techniques when you write rules, but you're trying to make it a little more friendly than that. Now, can I give you certain guidelines about how that works? No, not really. Perhaps if you read a car manual or two, you'll realize what you might not want to be doing. Thanks for listening.